Hi students, in this class we see electric field due to continuous charge distribution. The first question arises here is why we have to go for continuous charge distribution, right? In real time it is very difficult to identify individual charge, right? So why? Because the world is full of charge. In that identifying and concentrating on individual charge is very difficult. That is, we cannot go for discrete system of charges that we studied already. That is for only understanding purpose. So, but in real time, we are going to deal with the continuous charges only. The world is full of continuous charge, right? So, that is the only thing. And another thing is, suppose if you take a charge distribution through any charged conductor, right? Charged sphere or conductor, right? There the charge distribution is continuous only, not discrete. So we have to give importance to continuous charge distribution only. That is what we are having in our real-time scenario. Okay, let us see that. In continuous charge distribution, we are having three different types. The first one is line charge distribution, right? So I can give the symbol rho L or lambda, anything you can use, but rho L is easy to remember because rho charge density, L is line, so rho L. Okay, so this is where we are having this one, sir. You can ask what is where we can have this type of distribution. Hope you have seen a CRT, right? It will be like this, right? Here the narrow beam flows. No, this the charge distribution on this narrow beam is modeled as or approximated as continuous line charge distribution. Similarly, you take a charged conductor of small length and small radius. What do you mean by charged conductor of small radius? Can you guess? It is nothing but our wire, right? So if you take a charged conductor, this is CRT, this is charged conductor, right? It's a technical term, right? So charged conductor of small radius. What do you get? Here the charge distributed looks like a line charge distribution only. Okay, okay. So how can we define line charge distribution? That is given by rho L is equal to rho L is equal to limit del L tends to 0 del Q by del L. Okay, so what is that? See, the L, let us assume the length of the wire is L. Total charge distributed in the wire is Q. Okay, so we take a very infinitesimally small length, this one, this length is dl, fine. So and charge distributed in that is dq. Total charge distribution is q, charge present in the smallest area is dq. Total length is l, smallest infinitesimal length is right, dl. Okay, so what is line charge density? Line charge density is given by charge per small ratio of the charge in the smallest area to the charge in the total smallest length. You see, when L tends to 0, what will happen? You see del L tends to 0. When length tends to 0, ultimately it will become point. Yes or no? If you read this is a length, you make it small. Ultimately, it will become a point. So, what we are going to find? Ultimately, we are going to find charge distribution and electric field at a particular point. That's what we are making. Del L tends to 0. Right? Del Q tends to 0 means what is the charge present in the smallest charge present, small amount of charge present in the very smallest area. That's why we are putting del Q. Okay. So that's very important. What is the unit we can find? What is the unit of charge? Coulomb. Unit of length? Meter. So coulomb per meter. See, line charge density means what? What is population density? Population present in particular area. Line charge density means charge present in particular length. Right? So we know total charge is Q. How can we get? It is an integration of charge present in the smallest area. So smallest amount of charge present in the smallest area. So that is dq. So if you integrate all the dq, this is dq, this is dq, in this area all dq, what you get is total q. So let us assume charge present here is dq1, charge present in this region is dq2. If you integrate all the things, what we get is total q. Okay. So it is line charge. You see from this equation, dq will become rho L dl. Yes, because what is that? Charge density rho L is equal to dq by dl. You see from here. Right? So this implies dq is equal to rho L dl. That's what I have written here. Right? This is line charge. This equation is very, very important. We will use in many locations. Okay. So this is line charge. Fine. So now we have to find what is electric field due to line charge density. So E due to line charge, right? That is given by E vector. E vector is equal to, we know that Q by 4 by epsilon naught R squared into R cap. But for line charge, Q is given by rho L dl. So this will become rho L dl divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R squared into R cap. The unit is as usual volt per meter, right? So this is given by, this is the electric field due to line charge density. Fine. Okay. Now we go for second charge distribution, that is known as surface charge distribution. Surface charge distribution. Right? So line charge means charge per unit length. Here charge per unit surface area, right? So suppose let us take this one. This is a surface area, right? In this, let us take a charge distribution. This can be modeled as line surface charge distribution. Where we can see surface charge distribution, charges distributed on the surface in capacitor. We can see that. Right? In capacitor, charges present on surface, not inside. So charges present on surface only, they are not present on the inside. So there we can model this one, and also we can see conductors of transmission line. There also we can have a surface charge distribution. Right? So conductors of transmission line, in that we can model charge distribution as a surface charge distribution. So for line charge we put rho L, here we put rho S, surface charge density, right? Rho is for density, surface for surface, right? So here charge per unit surface area. So limit del S tends to 0, where length tends to 0 for line charge, here del S, same concept, del Q by del S. So surface tends to 0, again it is point. You make this area very small, ultimately it will become a point. So we are going to find continuous charge distribution only, because every point we are going to find. Okay, so del Q by del S. Again you see what is the unit we can derive for this. What is the unit for charge? Coulomb. Unit of area, meter square. So it is coulomb per meter square. Then we can find what is the total charge. Total charge is given by charge in the smallest area. That is given by rho S ds. Why? Because from this equation you see this del S comes here, means del Q is equal to rho S del S. dq is equal to rho S ds. Very small. Right? Now we know what is electric field due to surface charge. So rho S is given by, so E is equal to Q by 4 by epsilon naught. Instead of Q, we substitute this one. So rho S ds divided by 4 by epsilon naught r square. Instead of q by 4 by epsilon, q I substitute this one r factor, unit vector, right? So this is electric field due to surface charge. Next we go for third one is volume charge density or volume charge distribution. Same principle we can follow. Okay. So volume charge everywhere we can apply volume charge distribution. For any spherical cell, you can take spherical cell that we are going to use widely in Gauss law, right? Volume charge distribution is modeled. So there, as usual, rho v is equal to, here we give rho v, v for volume, rho for density, right? So limit, here volume tends to 0. Again volume tends to 0, it will become point. If you make any sphere tends to very small, it will become a point. Del v tends to 0, that is given by del q by del v. What is the unit we can get for this? Charge per volume is meter cube. Okay. As usual, you find what is q value. Q is given by integral of dq, that is given by rho v dv. Del q is equal to, this you bring this side, rho v dv. So E is equal to q. Instead of q substitute rho v dv divided by 4 by epsilon naught r squared into r cap, right? So this is what electric field due to volume charge density, right? So that's all about this session. If you are having any doubt, please ask me in comment section. I will clarify all your doubts. Thank you.